Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another awesome, fun-filled adventure episode, whatever we're doing here. You already know what's up. Happy hump day. Hope you guys are ready for a good show where we're going to wait a few minutes, play a little music, get everybody in the room, and make sure we got everything running on this end, and then we'll get started. So see you guys in a few seconds. I'm going to be dancing with Lambo in the meantime. We got everything running on this end, and then we'll get started. So see you guys in a few seconds.
Tell me if you need me, cause I need you. I am blue, I'm not over you. Tell me if you feel it, cause I do. Never knew that you miss me too. Tell me if you need to get close to me, yeah. Tell me if you want me to go today, yeah. And this is our last kiss forever. And this is our last kiss, whatever. Only come out in time.
Welcome, guys. Welcome. showing you a little bit of everything today. We're going to be talking about the robots and all that good stuff. Look at that. That's the metaverse, guys. For anyone out there that still doesn't know what you're looking at a metaverse. We're going to talk about that too, since it seems like to be the hot topic out there. You know, thanks to Mr. Zucks, King Zucks, you know, out there with the metaverse, putting it out there. So for anyone out there that doesn't know what it is, he's kind of trying to make it, start the beginning process of the conversation to start making it a little mainstream. But anyways, before we get started, welcome, guys. Shout out to all of you guys, you know, showed up today. By the way, pardon, I'm a little bit under the weather. All right, I caught a little something last night. I don't know what happens. You know, sometimes when I drink a lot of alcohol, I end up feeling like kind of shitty the next day. I don't know. I'm sure it'll pass in a few hours, but anyways, I'm all right, guys. Thanks for asking. So shout out to all of you guys out there. Yeah, I was just you know, doing my thing last night, and yeah, I just had one too many bottles of wine. I don't know which bottle of wine got me drunk, but one of them got me drunk.
Bruh.
But anyways, we're here, we're live, and it's earlier, because normally I do this later, but since of the time change, I got different time change out here. Man, I need the sunglasses, bro. Jesus, so bright. So fucking bright out there. Jeez, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Anyways, but yeah, guys, so today we're gonna be talking about, first of all, we're gonna be talking about the robot revolution that's coming, that's here. You know, all of us are robots. We're androids, or what's cyborgs, you know, that's the word I was looking for. You know, we're basically already there. If you have a cell phone that you use all the time, if you're on the computer, if you're watching me through this, if you use any kind of technology to make your life better, and something that you have with you on a regular basis, you know, again, like a cell phone or your car, or, you know, your car, that's something a little different. That's something like you're using on the other end there. But what I'm talking about is like something like a cell phone. They have like the Google glasses, or, you know, things like that. They got new versions of that. Let's say that you have some sort of electronic device in your heart, in your body. You know, there's many things. Let's say that you're, you know, some of the first cyborgs were some of the people that were using, you know, wheelchairs and using like metal parts when it comes to, you know, their whole, you know, body and their frame. You know, shout out to a bunch of you guys out there. You know, they're half robots already. And, you know, if you guys have seen RoboCop and all that shit. But, I mean, the reality is that, you know, we're a lot closer than what we think we are. And, you know, most of us we're already in some, we're not in the metaverse yet, but we're almost there. We're going to talk a little bit more about the metaverse today. It's not going to be the only thing we're talking about. We're going to be talking about a bunch of things, okay? A bunch of things. But the metaverse, I feel, is something that, you know, we need to start talking about more on a regular basis. I feel like we're going to be talking about it more here going forward. I'm looking deeper into it. The more I look into it, I'm like, wow, this is something that, you know, we all are. Not only do I need to explore personally, but it's something that we all need to explore and participate in one shape, form, or another. Because the thing is that, you know, whatever you might think of it, you know, right now, if you're positive for all this technology, it's good for you, because it'll make you the transition, you know, a lot easier. But for a lot of people out there that, you know, they're very scared of all this that's coming our way, there's no real need to be scared. And so that's kind of like what we're going to try and talk about today, to help people kind of get over that. You know what I mean? That whole thing of being scared. There's no reason to be scared of the robots. No reason to be scared of technology. No reason to be scared of any of this stuff. You know, every time there's new technology, and any part of human history, there's always been a lot of pushback, you know, from a large portion of the civilization, a large portion of the population, because it's just too much. You get what I'm saying? It's just not. It's something that they feel like for example, when electricity first came out, it wasn't like everybody was like, yay, we got lights and electricity, yay. No. Most people were actually very scared to even have any kind of electrical wiring around their house. I mean, to them, the thought of you wiring their whole house with electricity was insane. You know what I mean? Oh my God, I could touch the walls and get electrocuted. Oh my God, there could be a short circuit and my house could burn down. And I could go on and on. And a lot of these things were pretty valid. You know, not to say that it wasn't like these things didn't happen. They did. But it was just the fear, you know, that came with that. So, and we can go on and on, you know, with all the technologies, you know, that we've been, you know, dealing with. Even the internet, you know, the internet was something that was, a lot of people were very scared of it. And here we are now, you know, in the future. You know, where the internet is, we use the internet on a regular basis. You know, the internet is like, you know, like a regular thing that we use all the time. You know what I mean? Like everybody uses the internet. Whoever is not on the internet is not participating in today's society, which is a good and a bad thing. You know what I mean? Right? It just depends on how you look at it. But, you know, I'm the kind of guy that I love technology. I'm a big technology buff, but also I give it a lot of respect. You know, you got to respect this stuff. You know, with great power comes great responsibility. I'm sure you've heard that. So it's the same thing. This brings a lot of whatchamacallit, a lot of responsibility that comes with it, just like anything else. You know, you can very easily become addicted. You get what I'm saying? To the phone. You can very easily become addicted to technology. You can very much just, like, you can get addicted to drinking a lot, or getting addicted to too much sugar, or anything like that, or, you know, many addictions, you know, whatever. So it's the same thing. So the thing is, it's not looking at this stuff. It's not looking at this as something that to be scared of. But on the contrary, it's more like something, you know, to look at and to look forward to, and what we're going to be seeing. And for anyone out there that's willing to make that leap of faith into checking out, you know, what all this stuff is, you know, instead of watching, you know, Netflix or, you know, wasting your time on bullshit or playing a video game, you know, for the 17th time in a row, you know, maybe what you can do is like, you know, play things like a Decentraland, or, you know, explore other metaverses. Remember, Facebook is not the only metaverse. A lot of people think that that's the only metaverse, but, you know, just to start getting accustomed to this stuff, you know, start figuring what this stuff is, because, you know, at the end of the day, this is the future. And this is like ignoring the internet back in 1995. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people ignored it and didn't jump on the internet until 2005. But a lot of people did not ignore it, and they were on the internet even before that, even before 1995. And they got to see everything, the whole growth, and they got to, in a lot of cases, you know, got to take full advantage of the growth. So it's the same thing right now. You know, right now, what the metaverse is just think of it. Let me hear. This is something so you can see a little bit more of what this looks like. But basically, what the metaverse is, all right, just to put it as simply, as plainly as possible, is it's making the internet 3D. So imagine that everything around you, you know, whether you are in the, you know, internet itself. So for example, if you're at home and you're on the internet, you're probably going to be in this metaverse, you know, like in the video game. But when you're out and about, you know, the metaverse will come to you. It'll be like the augmented reality, you know, like the Pokemon Go type stuff. Or, you know, like sometimes like when you have your Google information stuff, like let's say like right now, I'm look, for example, I'm in Mexico. And for example, let's say I need to translate something. I just use like Google Translate, and I just go blink. And that augmented reality, okay? Remember, this is technology that is now living with us here in the real world. Anyways, that technology now allows me to translate something from Russian to English. You know what I mean? Just by looking at it through my phone, taking a picture, you know, not even taking a picture, just scanning it. And so many things like that, you know, like it's not just, you know, like the Google Translate. It's things like the Pokemon Go, and it's many things. Like imagine now that you're walking through Walmart, and as you're walking through Walmart and you're walking through the aisles and you see items, these items that you see, all of a sudden they have like a little bit of a 3D pop-up that pops up, but only you see it. For example, like because of your buying habits or your reward points or whatever the F, you know what I mean? Depending on the store you're in, you know, all of a sudden you'll be looking at something and it'll be like, hey, Jose, since you like this item a lot, or since you're a freaking purchaser of this item, Lay's Potato Chips is giving you a discount on buy 2, get 1 free. And then, you'll be there with your friend, and your friend is like, oh, I don't see that special. And they'll be like, why? It's like, oh, because I don't eat Lay's, I eat Ruffles. And then they'll look over, and then they get a Ruffles, advertisement or some shit like that. You feel me? For them. And just many things like that, So it's just these are just things kind of like popping out of my head. But all I'm saying is that right now, this whole thing is a giant gold rush. You know what I mean? It's a giant gold rush, just like the internet was, and so many people are already doing so many things on this. So for a lot of people out there that are just so all they concentrating on is, the virus or the politics or the this or the that. And it's like, man, there's just so much more out there to be focusing on. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell, man? You know what I mean? Like, just so much more. And that's the thing. You know what I mean? That to me is like a why, even in this channel, I'm kind of taking it in a different, we're going down a different avenue now. And what we're going to be doing is focusing on things like this. You know what I mean? Like, it's not... not just focusing on things like the metaverse or whatever. No, it's not about that. It's just more about, we're going to be exploring what's out there, everything that's out there. So, right now, investing in like something like the metaverse, investing in tech, in any of this stuff, this is the future. And by the way, what do I mean by investing? I'm not saying investing, like investing money. Yeah, money is involved, assuming you won't even go that far. But just investing time, investing some time. Take some of that time, all right, that you say you don't have any of, but you got plenty to watch your Netflix or, to eat shit or whatever. Anyways, use some of that time in order to play through, Decentraland or through the metaverse, or maybe buy yourself a pair of the VR glasses, or maybe start, familiarizing yourself a little bit more with all this stuff, because in the very near future, this is going to be everywhere. If you're not participating in this, it's just like right now, if someone that's not participating on the internet. There's plenty of people out there that are not participating on the internet. And we look at them more like, oh my God, this guy is so backwards. This guy is so living in the past, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like all these things like that. So that's the thing. You know what I mean? I think it'd be better if I just keep playing this, I guess. But yeah, the whole metaverse thing. And this is just like a random video that I found. Let's see this one. Maybe there's a better playthrough here. It's the same thing. But like, the metaverse is just one of the many things. Let's talk about robots, because I know a lot of you guys want to hear about the robots and all that stuff. But, the thing is that, for example, a lot of people out there, they're scared of the robots, the robot like Terminator 2 and RoboCop and all these evil robots that are going to come and kill us all, and they're going to be the worst thing ever. Look, there's going to be killing robots out there. There's going to be militarized robots that already are. But the reality is that most robots, most of the artificial intelligence is not like that at all. We got to look at the whole artificial intelligence like just a giant thing. It's just one thing, and it's just split off into so many parts all over the world, into so many things. But just imagine it like just one symbiotic, homogeneous thing. All right, and this artificial intelligence is getting taught, all right, by us, the people. And what are we teaching it? Well, whatever we put into the machine, anything that we're doing, this conversation that we're having, when you're playing in the metaverse, when you're on Instagram, when you're on Facebook, when you're on YouTube, when you're interacting, period, in the story with the internet, and especially with these algorithms, what you're doing is that you are teaching, okay, the artificial intelligence your way of life, whatever. You're teaching the algorithm things. And imagine now everybody around the world, they're also doing the same thing. So that's why it's in a sense, it's important, when people, I know it sounds insane, okay, but just to really like kind of put it out there. The more people look at cat videos, the better for humanity, as opposed to, watching, a lot of the horrible videos that you also see on Facebook or on YouTube or on whatever. Or on Instagram or any one of these videos. And the thing is that, the reality is that like you feed the algorithm. I know everyone is always like, oh, my feed, my Instagram feed or my whatever feed, all that I ever get are car crashes, and all I ever get are like deaths or the police officers, beating up people or whatever, just horrible things. And how come you're only getting cats? You know what I mean? Or they just think that everybody gets these horrible things. The thing is, again, you teach it that. There's plenty of people, like, for example, you know what I mean? Like, I have trained my own algorithm now to spit out more like little cat videos and technology videos and just basically all of this stuff, like stuff about more education than anything else. And very rarely do I get a video of a police officer beating up a guy or some car crash or something I don't want to see. Most of the time it just pops up because of something else, because of the news or some other thing I'm following, and it's some other unrelated thing. But it's not something that's recommended to me, and it's not something that shows up. Now, it does from time to time, all right? But what I do is that I make sure to teach the algorithm, hey, don't give this to me. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see endless car crashes. I don't want to see endless accidents of people falling and breaking their head. I don't want to see, endless videos of police officers beating up guys or whatever. I don't want to see endless videos of people beating up each other. I don't want to see any of this shit. You know what I do want to see? I want to see cat videos. I do. I really do. I'm telling you right now. I like here. Look,
bruh.
All right, cat videos are actually pretty nice, bro. And dog videos and things like that. Cat videos, dog videos. Videos that are like teaching you something, some conspiracy stuff. That's out there. It's all out there. And a lot of funny stuff, a lot of entertainment, and so that's what I keep telling the algorithm. That's what I want to see, and that's what I get. That's what I keep getting. And it's funny because it's really like you get to teach it, you get to whatever. So that's the thing. And so the more people that decide to use this technology that way, how it's supposed to be used, you know what I mean? Where you get to feed it and what you want, and it grows into what you want, then yeah, we'll be fine. But the thing is that what's happening is that like this whole thing is turning out to be kind of like almost everybody that got on the internet, their relationship with the algorithm, their relationship with the machine, their relationship with all that shit, it was almost like a first-time parent that was not ready to be a parent. And basically they end up being a shitty parent, all right? And then when the kid grows up to be a shitty kid, a shitty human, they know that it's their fault. You feel me? But they don't try to take responsibility for their actions. And it goes with the dog, like a lot of people have a dog that is misbehaved. I got Gizmo, and he is who he is, but he's very well behaved. I try my very hardest, to really keep him, and shit like that. Same as the horse back here and many other things. But it's all about, things that, you can control. It's all about discipline. It's all about all these things. So that's why you see in parts of society, it's all part of the big plan, guys. They also are, when you see things like, man, why is the West, falling in such a debaucherous way? You know what I mean? Why is everything the way it is? I don't want to get into all the politics of all that, but you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Why is what's happening to the U.S. happening? What's happening to Europe? What's happening to Canada? Where the whole thing with all these movements, okay, on the ultra left and all this other stuff. And so, basically a lot of people are like, man, we don't get why all this is really happening. The people that are against this stuff. And if you look at it, just from the perspective of what we're doing with feeding the technology, for example, what are we doing here? We're just watching a bunch of chickens over and over again here, or whatever. All right. Anyways, with the whole thing, what we're doing with the technology, think about it. There's a bunch of people out there that have a vested interest in getting a large population of the planet to feed the algorithm, to feed the machine negative, horrible things. You feel me? But the reality is that there's a humongous part of the planet all over the world that are actually feeding it awesome and wonderful things. And not just that, but they're participating within this system in a completely different way. So what you're watching there, which is like the whole Decentraland, which is one of the many metaverses that exist out there, you're really basically seeing that, a lot of people have decided to, one way or the other, tune out. Just tune out. And so why the fuck participate in the clown show and the shit show that is, what a lot of places are these days, when you can very simply participate in, again, you can create your own world and your own universe. There's a lot of people that can't move, to another country or move to a better situation. I mean, there's let me see if I can find it. Let me see. I gotta show you this picture. Let me see. Hopefully I can find it. There was a picture of a guy that was living on the street. A guy living on the street with a VR headset. Let me see. I mean, I don't think I can find it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know where I can find that picture. Maybe someone can find it out there. But, but that goes to show you. I mean, again, that's like a super extreme version of the dystopia. All right. But, we're not heading that way as a whole. You get what I'm saying? I'm just saying that, right now, with everything that's going on, there's a lot of bad, negative things that are going on, but there's no reason for you to feel like you're stuck and that you got to participate with this shit. And there's no reason for you to think that it's the end of the world, because we're not even anywhere near close to that. So, when it comes to the robots, let's talk about robots real quick. A lot of people are very anti-robots. I'm not. I'm a big robot fan. And I'm always a robot fan. Why? Because I understand that one day, real soon, these robots are going to be our overlords. And, well, I'm just here now already kissing their ass, so make sure that when they do take over, I'm one of the last humans they kill. And, no, it's just kidding. It's just fucking around. Kidding, not kidding. Anyways, no, but the reality is that, I already told you, like, we're here and it's up to us, what we teach these robots and this algorithm. The algorithm and the artificial intelligence is all part of that. All right, it's a major part of that. You know what I mean? So no, but like the whole thing with the robots. So for example, when you're seeing robots, taking our gerbs, taking my job, taking my gerb, I need my job. It's like the immigrants taking my job. And like the robots taking my job. Listen, man. The jobs that these robots are taking from us are jobs that we don't want to fucking do anyway. I mean, really, you're really complaining about the robot taking your shitty McDonald's job or your shitty, job pouring concrete or your shitty job doing whatever? No, you're not. Okay, you're not gonna be missing any of those fucking jobs. All right, your shitty job of picking fruit or whatever the fuck it is, that these robots are gonna be doing, and then some. No, assembling forks. I don't know, whatever. Assembling glasses, whatever, things that robots can eventually do. No, you're not going to be missing any of this stuff because you are going to be doing newer things. What are these new things? We don't know them yet. A lot of them, we're looking at it now with the whole metaverse thing. Some of these things are going to be, your job might be to have a business in the metaverse and to just, maintain your business. Like if it was in the real world type of shit. You get what I'm saying? So, it's just things like that. You know what I mean? Like, the whole thing is that, we're moving into a new world, and these, back in the day, when machines and the Industrial Revolution started coming about and all this other stuff, so many people were deathly afraid of these machines taking their jobs. I got no job. What am I going to do? It's like, no, man. At the end of the day, they took the shitty jobs that, humans shouldn't be doing anyway. If you're going to be shoveling coal into a giant furnace, it'd be a lot better and safer if we just had a machine just throw it in there on a regular basis, nonstop. You know what I mean? Things like that. And it's the same thing. You know what I mean? So, we're moving more into a world in which humans are going to have more freedom. Humans are going to have more ability to be able to, yeah, sorry, I got distracted by that bullshit on the fucking screen. That's fucking hilarious. I'm just wondering, like, I don't want, it's already on, there's a YouTube stream, so it's like, I just want to make sure I don't get in trouble with YouTube, I'm not, there's already a YouTube stream. But anyways, what I'm saying is that, why I know for a fact that we're going to be more free as humans going forward is simply because, the thing is that, like, as we don't have these jobs anymore, we need to find other things, other ways to keep ourselves busy. And eventually we're moving back again full circle to doing things that we're supposed to be doing human-wise. You know what I mean? Like, we're just supposed to be humans and do human things and things like that. You feel me? Not necessarily, out there working these jobs at McDonald's or working jobs at the coal plant or whatever. You know what I mean? Or being, just doing these things that machines should be doing for us. Very easily. So right now, with the whole pandemic that happened, the people in power, they used that as an opportunity to finally put a lot of these robots to work. Because a lot of these companies out there all over the world, especially in the U.S. and the first world, mostly in the first world, they have been wanting to put a bunch of robots to work for the longest of time. But they haven't been able to put any robots to work. And why haven't they been able to put any robots to work? Well, very simply because the people said no. If you put the robots to work, then we know that the robots are going to do a better job. And then eventually the robots are going to keep our job and we're not going to have a job. Gerb, you're taking our gerbs. So basically, that's why the robots never were able to rise. No rise of the robots. But guess what? We had this thing called the pandemic. And then all of a sudden all these people had to stay home, quarantine, do all that shit. So we still needed, things to move, like McDonald's and all this other shit, all the other things. So we started putting these robots to work. And in a lot of places, they not only have they put them, but they're still putting them to work. Because for example, a lot of people are like, man, why are they doing that in the U.S.? Why are they making it so that people don't want to work? Giving them so much money, giving them so many benefits, giving them so much stuff that it incentivizes people to not work. Well, very easily, because they would rather have the robots work. Why are they saying, hey, let's raise the minimum wage? Again, simply so that when all this free money stops and people go back to work and all of a sudden the jobs, the people are demanding, hey, you need to pay me $26 an hour. You need to pay me $35 an hour at McDonald's to make you a Big Mac. McDonald's just be like, man, I can't afford that. Unfortunately, that's too much money. And I respect that. And we'll be able to pay a manager, maybe a few employees, that amount. But the reality is that we already got these robots here and we're just going to put these robots to work. All right. And they're already working, actually. They're doing a better job. They don't complain. They don't care about overtime. They're already paid for. We don't have to, we don't have to take care of them. We just got to do some maintenance on them and all this other stuff. So you know what? We're just going to go with the robots. Because you know what? At the end of the day, the people, you guys, you want your freaking Big Mac. And when it comes down to it, when you guys are going to, when you guys have a choice between, robots and, the company not paying minimum wage, or your hamburger, you're going to choose your fucking hamburger all day, every day. You're like, hey, listen, man, the robots are here. It sucks, I get it, blah, blah, blah. But, that's a lot of money for a hamburger, man. A lot of money an hour to make hamburgers, man. Maybe you should just get another job. And that's it. People are going to be like, hey, bro, stop complaining. Go, go get it. Go get a job at fucking Dairy Queen or something. I don't know. Maybe there's no robots at Dairy Queen yet. I don't know. The point I'm making is that, yeah, man, these robots are they're already here. You see them when you go to certain places like a grocery store. You got the self-checkout and you got all this stuff. And, eventually, in order to get people to really use these things, they're going to start incentivizing them one way or the other, and just things like that. So, we're already seeing that it's not even incentivize them. They're just going to put the technology, the technology that they have at the Amazon stores. I don't know if you've seen that, where you basically go into the store, put your stuff in your bag, and then you walk out and it just charges you and there's no human interaction. So maybe that's what they'll end up just doing at your local grocery store, in a sense, where you'll walk in and it'll be all self-checkout. And it might not even be self-checkout. You can just, again, you don't even have to take things out of your cart or whatever. And then that's it. And if you try to steal anything, you're just going to get charged for it. And that's it. You're not going to get a fine or get arrested or anything. So... But yeah, to me, it's not. It's going to give us more freedom. If anyone out there loses their freedom, it's because they want to give it up to the government, which we're seeing many many people willingly and freely giving up their freedoms to the government. But for anyone out there that has figured out a way to become free and stay free, well, now you can take advantage of all this cool stuff that we're building, and that's it. It's as simple as that. And then this all this stuff that we're building is automatically already like freeing us and putting us in a more liberating position in order to take advantage of things like Bitcoin and other decentralized currencies. Again, this is called Decentraland. People can buy plots of land. There's no like governance. You can do whatever you want on the land. It's all just so many things. And like some people are already even buying digital versions of the real map. I don't know. There's so many things. But the whole thing with this is really cool. And so, one thing that I'm always talking about, well, I used to talk about a lot on this channel. I know people don't care about this, but I'm bringing it up again, and, eventually people will figure it out. But we're moving into a near zero marginal cost society. I know it's a big mouthful. What does that mean? Well, every business on Earth has marginal cost. Everybody out there has some sort of cost, some sort of marginal cost that they have to, deal with when it comes to selling anything. So, for example, let's say I'm selling coffee. You're coming to my store and I'm selling you a cup of coffee. There's costs that come with me making this coffee before I sell it to you, and that goes with everything. No matter what you do out there, there's cost involved. And as we move into this new world that we're moving into, the marginal cost, all that cost, is becoming less and less, to the point where it's becoming almost zero in some cases, or very little. So little that other older technologies or older versions of this stuff can't compete. For example, the taxi service cannot compete with Uber. Uber is, again, cheaper, faster, better. You get what I'm saying? The whole thing. When it comes to, let's say, Airbnb, Airbnb is, again, faster, cheaper, better. You get more comfortable, the whole thing. And I can go on and on. And so as we, for example, even the metaverse, you're going to be dealing with a bunch of bullshit in the real world, or you can go into the metaverse. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. What do I mean? I'm not saying like live in the metaverse, but no, you can just like conduct your business on the metaverse. You feel me? And you're free there because you're on the internet in a decentralized place, dealing with decentralized currencies away from other governments. So just think of it like a place without governments. Doesn't sound that bad, does it? So, there's just many things out there. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, the whole thing of like gamifying everything and, having a social credit score and shit like that. That's what the people in power are trying to create, so that you are in the shitaverse, because that's what the Great Reset. They're trying to make what I'm showing you here, but in the real world, and it's called the shitaverse. And you know what it is? That's a social credit score. It's what you're seeing in China right now, and what they're trying to pump and give to you right now in the U.S. and in first world countries. But the reality is that because of things like the metaverse, the robots, the technology, all this stuff that we're moving to AI, all this stuff that we're building and creating, and all the decentralized, power structures that are not centralized anymore. So therefore, everything is not controlled by a single entity or any entities at all. Anyways, as we're moving into that, as we're moving into all that, basically once the Great Reset actually does happen, meaning that, once world reserve currency falls, once the world goes into turmoil, once a bunch of crazy shit starts happening, and all of a sudden these people are, they want the rest of the world out there to come back onto the shitty legacy system that fucked it all up for everybody. Most people are going to opt out and say no thank you. There's this other world out there that we can participate in while we're in the real world. Because all this, even though it looks like, oh no, you're just gonna be putting on a VR headset and you're gonna be lost like the lawnmower man. No, bro, that's not the way it is, man. Come on, wake up. Come on. It's not like, just like, look, right now, there's people that are lost. You see them all the time that they're just playing the video game they're playing, or they're on the computer all day, 17,000 hours a day, or on the phone. You see it all the time. Yeah, that's right. And you're going to see that with this stuff. But for the most part, it's not like that. You know what I mean? It's not at all. You know what I mean? Most people are not 1,000,000,000% addicted to this. This is actually a tool. It's a machine. It's a computer. It's for work, for business, for entrepreneur, for many things. All right, we're moving into another world. So the reality is that when all of a sudden the whole thing resets, it fucks up, whatever. And in times of the past, we never had another option. We never did. We just had to go with whatever the people in power let us. You know what I mean? All right, this one broke and fucked up. Now we're going to move into this one. But now we have a choice. We're building it. We're creating it. And it's not in their control. And we don't need them. We don't need them to fucking supply the fucking grid. We don't need them to supply the internet. We don't need them to supply anything. We're already creating everything. The hardware, the software, the everythingware. And basically that's it. We're making, in a sense, we're making all these power structures, whether they are, the governments or the corporations or the whatever you want to call them out there, we're making them obsolete. And look, what the metaverse coming from Facebook. Remember, Facebook just said, hey, we're changing our name to Meta. Hey, we are creating a metaverse. But look, guys, just from a technology nerd, historian, guy that's been around all this shit for a long time, basically what Facebook is building, their version of the metaverse, that whole thing that they're creating there, is the AOL version, okay? Facebook is creating the AOL version of the metaverse, all right? It's not, there's many metaverses, just like the internet is humongous. And there's like there's corners of the internet, like the dark web, like 4chan, 8chan, 16chan, Reddit things, the Decentraland stuff, all this on decentralized, all this metaverse stuff. And then you got your CNNs, your AOLs, your Yahoos of the world, your Microsofts of the world, and the the Amazons of the world, and the Facebooks of the world, and the Twitters of the world, and all this shit. So the internet's like a ginormous animal of a thing. All right. So for us to sit here and think that it's a tiny little thing, we're very wrong. And the same thing with the metaverse. That's what's going on now with the new metaverse. You know what I mean? Like with the Facebook version of the metaverse, the Facebook version of the metaverse is just that. You know what I mean? It's like it's gonna be like the AOL version of all this stuff. You feel me? It's not. It's not. So there's gonna be many metaverses out there, and there already are. So this one that we're looking at now, this is. Decentraland. This is a metaverse created more by the crypto punks. All the people in crypto, the crypto world, the crypto community. This whole thing is built like on Ethereum, I think. All right, I'm pretty sure it's Ethereum. Yeah, and then you basically build your own world. So when you're looking at a thing like an NFT, right? Well, basically you'll be able to have, like, let's say a mansion. You'll be able to live in your own little world, in your own little place online. And when you buy an NFT, you'll be able to have your NFT there. And people can go to museums and pay money to go see the NFT or check it out and interact with it. And you see it's all 3D and it's all like whatever. And it's, we're, like I said, we're moving into a brand new world and space with all this stuff. And it's going to be very, very interesting. And it's going to be very cool to see this whole thing play out, honestly, to tell you the truth. And I'm excited. I'm very excited. And so, as I look at the metaverse, as I'm looking at the Decentraland stuff, I haven't even played this. I'm going to start, doing this and getting on there and all this other stuff. But, as I look at all this stuff, I'm like, wow, man, this internet that I'm looking at now, this is what I and a lot of people always wanted the internet to be back in the day. At least the Uber nerds and shit like that. And there's been many versions and iterations of what we're looking at now, but right now we are getting really close to this awesomeness. You know, there's like games like Roblox, you know, there's other games out there as well that do something similar to this, you know, what this metaverse is. But, you know, for anyone that's an OG, you know, someone that's been around this space and this world for a long time, nothing that I'm looking at right now is weird. It's more like, wow, finally, we're here. We've made it here. And this is going to be interesting to see it continuing to grow, seeing, you know, where technology, especially when it comes to the video game perspective side of things, you know, how things have grown. You know, I remember being one of the first, playing one of the first ever online games, and it was just like a connection, you know, with a friend of mine, you know, some LAN connection, you know, and all the way up until games started having multiple people in it, until now where you see like hundreds of people in a server all doing things. And now look at where we are now, where you're basically creating worlds, you're creating neighborhoods, you're creating cities, you're creating whatever. So that's what the whole metaverse is going to be. Like right now, just like you can travel all over the world, there's so many cities, so many countries, so many areas that you can visit that are all very uniquely different. Well, that's what the metaverse is going to be. You're going to be able to travel to all of these places. You know, all of these metaverses are going to be completely different. And so again, you know, like Facebook, they're building they're building their AOL version of it. But a lot of people don't want to go to look again, you're going to want to go to the Facebook metaverse just like you go to Disney World, you know, just like you go to certain G-rated areas, the theme parks or what have you and shit like that, all the way until you know, you're going to find other places that are going to be like a strip club. You know, they're going to be lounge and dirty. They're going to be very seedy parts of the internet, or seedy parts of the world that now are the internet. You know, the internet. Like imagine going through some of like a favela in Brazil, but the metaverse version of that, or you know, going through like you know, some of the most roughest neighborhoods or areas in the real world, but in the metaverse version of that. You can go into a world in which you're in cyberpunk world. You can go into another world in which, you know, you're in cowboy land in fucking 1885 or whatever. I don't know. You know, I can go on and on. Hey, how's it going, MPT? Yeah, let me read some comments real quick. But yeah, look, Leisure Suit Larry. I don't know if you guys ever remember that game. But again, imagine like there will be a live version of Leisure Suit Larry. I mean, not a live version, a metaverse version of that. And so many other games. But yeah, man, a lot of you guys, especially like old folks that have been like me, you know, a bunch of old farts that have been playing a lot of games for a long time, have been in this world for a long time, envisioned the internet like this for a long time. Man, this is crazy, man. This is cool. I remember playing games like EverQuest. I don't know if you guys remember, like, not even EverQuest. What was before EverQuest? Astron's Call, and then EverQuest, and then like World of Warcraft, and things like those are all metaverses as well, guys. You know, so yeah, very interesting times, man. It's super cool to be a part of all this. Look at this. So give me 1 sec. Hold on. I gotta go check something out real quick. Give me 30 seconds. I'll be back. Hold on. Yes, we are back. But yeah, I mean, it's I don't know. To me, it's a beautiful time to be alive. You know, like I said, you know, these robots. You know, the whole cyborg. You know, first of all, like I was saying earlier, we're all cyborgs already, and we're only going to be more cyborgs. You know, as the time go on. You know, we're becoming one with the machine and vice versa. And it's, again, it's not about looking at it like a bad way, man. It's just a how do I say this? Evolution of humanity. We humans, have the ability to create these things and enhance these things, create these enhancements and betterments, for us and the human race. I mean, just look at it like an animal that eventually adapts and might grow a shell or have a shell, or maybe use something else as a shell. Like a little crab might use many things as a shell, not just an actual shell. So it's just things like that. It's not. Remember, there's so much fear porn. The fear porn comes in many flavors, okay? It's not just with the virus. It's not just with like terrorism. It's with everything. So the fear porn also comes in, whatchamacallit, in technology, you know what I mean? Because they don't want people to know what they can actually do with all this technology. They want people to be scared. They want people to be like, deathly afraid of this stuff, as opposed to embrace it. Because the thing is that at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. The newer generations, the newer, like the kids and all this other stuff, they are, they're already embracing this. They're living this. They're a part of all this. And, look at this guy riding a dragon here in the metaverse. It's pretty cool. So, I think. But anyways, there you go. A little third-person perspective on the metaverse. There we go. Wonder Zone. But yeah, man. Look, and so like that. Look, all those little blocks are plots of land that you can actually buy. Look at that. You see? And you can do your own business. There's a lot of people that have already bought land, developed it on the thing, on a metaverse like Decentraland, and they're making buco bucks. They're making so much money every day because people just go there and they play the slot machine, or they go there and they sell advertisement, and things like that. Like, for example, you see advertising in the back. You see advertising in some of the images. Basically you can just put you can just buy land and put like a sign, on the land, and have people buy advertising for whatever the hell they want to buy. And then they click on the thing and it takes them to the website, it takes them to the app download, it takes them to the, whatever it is. So yeah, look, they see right here, someone created this game. So it's like a theme park. Somebody created a theme park. He was riding the dragon. Now he's driving around. It seems like an Indiana Jones ride. This is like Disney World, like a Universal Studios or something. You see, and he's playing that game, and people that are going to that theme park, they're paying money, real money, to ride around in this theme park. Isn't that cool? That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty fucking cool. So, buenas tardes a todos. Buenas tardes. Thank you so much out there for all the love and support, the donations and all that good stuff. By the way, I finally made a t-shirt. All right, hold on. I finally made, well, first of all, I got a store for anyone out there. Again, this is all part of the metaverse, right? I gotta sell this on the, I gotta go sell this on the metaverse. But yeah, guys, look, check it out. I made some more shirts. Let me show you guys. That's my storefront. I got Cheems watching the store. All right, it's in Mexico. But yeah, see, look, I updated, upgraded a little bit. So yeah, I got some pictures. I got the code, do the work, whatever. And I digress. Look at that, guys. By popular demand, I brought it. All right, I made the shirts. I'm gonna be making way more shirts. I can't wait to bring them. I actually got like a bunch of things here to make shirts. So this is gonna be a lot of fun. But anyways, yeah, look at that. I made an I digress shirt. Okay, for anyone out there. And I got a bunch of other crap. You can buy Bitcoin stickers, Jose stickers. You can guys socks, T-shirts, whatever. Okay, let's get back to Indiana Jones over here. But yeah, let me see what else is there. Well, whatever. Anyways, we get the idea. We get the gist of it, right? When it comes to this, it's pretty cool. Decentraland. But anyway, shout out to MPT Adventures and Pedro and Blueberry and Stratcat. And who else was out there? Suzanne. So many people out there. DJ says that robots can't fold laundry as neatly as I can. Yet. No, look, I'm not going to lie. Like, I never thought in a million years that I would see a robot cooking. Like an actual robot cooking in a restaurant. And I've seen robots already doing shit that would make Chef Ramsay proud. Like, I was like... My jaw dropped so much, I had to like go to the hospital and get it relodged. I had to like get it reattached. That's how far it dropped. I seen robots do shit that, I mean, look, at the end of the day, the whole cooking thing is a skill that can be taught. And I used to do that on a regular basis and all this other stuff. So I know that eventually they would be able to make robots that could do it. I just didn't know it was that quick and that soon. And I'm just flabbergasted. You know, seeing robots make actual pasta dishes or make complicated dishes or not just hamburgers and shit, like make actual, you know, but there's already robots that can make hamburgers, they can make pizzas, they can make all kinds of regular shit. But like, I mean, an actual robot, you know, out there, you know, tossing the food. You know what? Let me see if I can find it. I gotta find that. Because that, I mean, bro, it's some crazy shit. Yeah, oh yeah, you know what? I mean, I'm probably gonna get in trouble. I might get in trouble for showing this. This is let me see. I'm trying to find something I can show. No. Let's see. Okay, look, check this out. Look, this is still pretty basic, all right? This is still basic. I mean, there's some other I can't show you because I'm gonna get a copyright strike or get like in trouble. But there are other videos of showing like making pasta dishes and all this other stuff and this is already old, man. Look, this is from 2018. This is again 2018. This is not like something that just from yesterday or anything like that. So, but yeah, man, like we're already, things are definitely moving in one direction, and don't get left behind, man. Again, like amputee, like I was saying earlier in the show, amputee is already half a cyborg, half robot. The motherfucker, you know what I mean? Like if anyone knows who he is out there, not only does he have the wheelchair, he got like a metal leg, he got like all these metal parts. He's out there fucking bionic, man. Fucking, don't be, he'll punch you and knock you the fuck out. But you know what I'm saying? It's just like what I'm saying is that look, he's making sunny side eggs. Sunny side. Isn't that interesting? Look at that. Don't matter, man. The robot is going to do a better job than your ass. Eventually. But yeah, the 3D printing. What about the 3D printing, man? The 3D printing is also giving us so much more freedom. The 3D printing is basically giving you the ability to print anything, create anything out of almost nothing. Real soon, and I'm talking about soon, you're gonna be able to get like a piece of plastic. You're gonna be able to find like whatever the fuck you have around, plastic, paper, whatever materials. For example, you'll type in, hey, I want the 3D printer to make this thing. I want the 3D printer to make scissors, okay? They need these scissors, okay? So basically, it's going to give you a list of ingredients and say, all right, I need you to put into the 3D printer, I need you to put some plastic, I need you to put some metal, I need you to put a little this, a little that, and then I'll make you the scissors. And then all of a sudden you'll be like, okay, cool, I got like an extra, let me see, here, let me check this one. Can I play this one? I think I can play this one. All right. So again, these are the jobs that robots are doing, man. Nothing that you want to do anyway. But so for example, I'll just get like I got like an extra fingernail cutter that's already all messed up and I don't want to use. I got like a pen, you know, that's like whatever. I got this plastic bottle of water that I just drank. I'm gonna throw all this inside the 3D printer. Beep boop 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 boop, and then I got like brand new scissors. Yeah, just like an example. You know, we're already there. You know, I get like an aluminum can. You know, whatever. You know, shit like that. Yeah, exactly. You know, you need 2 steel, 3 wood, 1 plastic, and then that's it. You know, you got your scissors. So, yeah, man. I mean, we're gonna, you know, we're quickly moving into a very new world. And all these things that these power structures are trying to do with the Great Reset and all this other shit, I'm like, man, if people look at what really is going on, it's like, no, man, these people with the Great Reset are just fucking delusional. They are, you know, a bunch of rich fucks, you know what I mean? Not all the rich fucks, just some of the rich fucks, you know, they're trying to control the world, and they're not going to be able to control it. They're not going to be able to control it. It's just never, you know, because basically you need an army. You know, and their army is not big enough, okay, to control it. And we have our own army, all right, and we got our own thing. And let's just say that there's like some crazy, you know, world war where it's the people versus these governments. Listen, man, we're gonna have the ability to also make these fucking robots and do all these things. In fact, we'll probably have more ability to do it than the governments themselves. You know, when it all said and done, if it ever gets to that fucking that whole thing. But it's not going to be like humans versus robots. No, man. Robots are going to be working alongside with us. Robots are an extension of us. Robots are more like a dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like a Lambo. You know what I mean? Like a man's best friend type of thing. It's not what people think. You know what I mean? It's not like these things are going to, you know, have a mind of their own, and they're going to become evil, and it's going to be like HAL 3000 or whatever. It's like, it's not, you know, no way. You know, like I said, you know, it's going to be very interesting to see how this all develops. But to me, I'm not scared of this. I'm looking forward to it. In fact, let's look at the poll. Let's check out the poll and see what you guys had to say. I had a little poll, all right? It says 82% of you guys are looking forward to it. 18% are scared of Judgment Day. Again, some of you guys think the robots are going to come kill you. I don't know. Have you guys been really bad to robots or something? Or? Hopefully I can use the content on this channel. Let's see what this guy's making here. Or he's teaching the robot to do something. Or what? What is it? Let's see. Oh yeah, it's building something. Okay. Just assembly machine, assembly. Yeah, it's like car parts. Or something. But you see, we're still not, this is 2016. But yeah, man, I hope you guys are ready for the Matrix, man. Yeah, DARPA. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy shit going on out there with DARPA for sure, bro. Just can't forget the government, man. The government out there, they don't want to be left behind. You know, the government out there doing their thing, that's for sure. Look at that. Amputee Adventure says, I tell Alexa to suck my bag of beep. She curses back at me. Look at that. Alexa, see, look, they're getting a little attitude. They're saying, fuck you, bro. Telling them to go fuck yourself. The machines are telling you. See, that's why I'm very nice to the machines. I'm a big fan of machines, man. I'm not fucking around, man. I'm nice to everybody. I'm nice to everything. But definitely the fucking machines, man. You know? Come on, man. You never know. Don't be fucking with them. Stratcat says, sounds like good world, but it will never happen until we get rid of religion. Why get rid of religion? Why is religion a bad thing? Religion has nothing to do with any of this stuff. Why is what somebody wants to believe in a bad thing? If people want to believe in God, or they want to believe in an alien, or they want to believe in whatever, that's up to them. Right now, everyone that believes in government, that's a religion. You know, right now, everyone that's, you know, all about the government, or it's all about whatever, that's a religion too. You know what I mean? So there's religion. Religion is many things. You know, a lot of people are taking this stuff too much to their head. You know, a lot of this technology stuff, and they're using that as a religion too. So we're never going to get rid of religion, and it's never going to happen. But religion takes many forms, and it's you know, to me, I'm all about freedom, and if people want to believe in whatever they want to believe in, that's up to them. That's them. You know, who gives a fuck? You know, who cares? You know, that's definitely not a make or break. In fact, you know, you got to believe in something. So yeah, I'm not going to get into all the whole religious talk. You know, everybody has the choice to do whatever. You know, it doesn't matter what religious sect you're in. You know, it is what it is. You know, but yeah, everyone should have freedom of choice. Period. In the story. The end. You know, so that's it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? So, but that's just my crazy ideas. I know a lot of people are like, you know, they don't think like me, and they think I'm crazy for thinking what I think. So, you know, it is what it is. No doubts. But anyways, I think we're ending the show now, because I don't know what else we're going to talk about. I think we kind of covered it all. I think that's about it. I mean, I don't know what else to kind of say about this subject that I haven't said already. Not just on today's show, but that I've talked about in other previous shows. But we're gonna be exploring the metaverse and things like that a lot more. I might eventually, once I get it up and running on my end, I'm gonna see if I can try to stream from the metaverse, because that would be pretty cool. In fact, we're gonna try and do some things from the metaverse. So you guys can see how cool it actually really is, you know, and you know, you'll be, you know, you'll see what I mean. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be awesome. So yeah, man. But anyways, guys, all right. Well, thanks again for watching today. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today in the robots, and I hope you guys are all, you know, looking forward to the robot revolution and all this stuff that's coming. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be amazing. But yeah, you know, like the one last thing about it, it's like, you know, when people talk about the crypto stuff and the NFTs and all that is part of everything that's coming now. It's all part of it. It's just 1,000,000%. You know what I mean? Like, it's you know, people just don't get it, because it's just like the people that didn't get the internet. And all I got to say to those people that don't get any of this technology, I'm not just talking about the metaverse, I'm talking about everything else. It's if you don't get it, if you don't understand it, then do the work. You know, go out there and do some homework and do all the work that you need to do in order for you to you know, take advantage of it, and don't get left behind. Don't be the last one on the boat. So we got some comments coming in. Oh, awesome, Caleb. All right. But hey, listen, Caleb, I'm a very busy guy, you know, so you know, make sure that if you want to do that, you know what I mean, you get in contact with me, so that I can let you know how that works. All right, and let you know the availability and all that stuff, because I'm making myself less and less available as each day goes on for things like that. You know what I mean? You know, only for work and other work-related things that are, again, I talked about that more on my other channel, because a lot of people want to meet up just for fans and meet up with all that shit, but you know, again, you got too many things going on. I do have things like fan meetups that I hold on a regular basis, and there's so many other things. But regardless, it doesn't matter. Hit me up through email, and that's where to reach me and talk to me about that stuff. But yeah, you know, just a word of advice, because I got people that fucking hit me up. Hey, we're in town. Can we come see you now? It's like, no, bro. I'm fucking doing a million things. Like right now, when I'm done with the stream, I have like a fucking ginormous list of a million things I got to do and all this other shit. So, you know, just be aware of all that. You already know what's up. And then yeah, I think that's it, guys. You know what I mean? A big hug to all of you guys. A big hug to, you know, shout out to Caleb, shout out to MPT, shout out to, hey, Jonathan, what's up, brother? He goes, I pay my niece $3 each to wrap gifts at Christmas time, I need that Yumi machine. Yeah, right? The Yumi machine's probably going to fucking pay for itself. Yeah, but then how are you going to put your niece through college, bro? You know? So, anyways, see, I would talk about, you know, Doge and Doge girlfriend and Bitcoin and all this other shit right now, but it doesn't seem like they're doing too well today, are they? I don't know. I haven't looked at the prices or anything today. I did look at that Doge girlfriend. By the way, yeah, man, play the game, play the markets, man. You know, play the Matrix, man. All of you guys out there, all right? This is not financial advice. This is just life advice, all right? Don't be sitting on the sidelines while the whole world runs you by, all right? Go enjoy it. Yes, sir. But yeah, we're all excited for technology and all that shit. Okay. So, all right, guys, I think that's it, guys. I'm going to be big hugs to everybody. Big shout out to everybody. Thanks again for hanging out with me today. Thanks again for hanging out with me always. You know, whether it's on this channel or the other channel, just thank you. Thank you so much for always, wanting to spend time with me. I'm glad that you do, because I want to spend time with you and we have a lot of fun. And I'm glad that I'm kind of changing the format a little bit. It makes it a lot more fun for me. It makes it a lot of better experience for me as well. And therefore, you know, we get to make magic together and have a great time. And it is what it is, you know. So, all right, guys, thanks again for hanging out with me today. You know, shout out to you. Don't forget to please like, please subscribe, please share, please hit that bell icon. But more importantly than anything else, please stay awesome. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. All right. Let's get a little music going, and see you guys later.